Yes, welcome back. Let's read about some cars, but I will make some video later in English. I talk about cars. This video is I'm just reading from Wikipedia. Sometimes I record a few minutes about nothing. So it's 10:30 Sunday 10:30, and I'm not going to do anything today, so let's read this car. Then I had some YouTube video from last night I like to watch, so I just will watch Netflix, watch news, and then go to bed, and then get up tomorrow to read another car tomorrow. About this car because it runs, it have a station, estate wagon. Estate wagon run very long on liters diesel. Renault Megane. I have airlines, didn't put it in public. Now I made it. Good. I had to add this airline scene video to my playlist. Let's go to bed and read about Renault Megane. No, I think you call it estate. This long car called estate wagon. They have one run very long on the diesel. And something to do to travel, to put a mattress behind the car and to sleeping. But I don't have a driver license. I never had a driver license. But let's read about it.
Renault Megane. Renault Megane 2017 Renault Megane Dynamique S-Nav DC 1.5 front.jpg. Overview Manufacturer Renault Production 1995 Present, LHD, 1996-2022, RHD. Body and chassis Glass Small Family Car, C. Body style 3 or 5 door hatchback, 4 door sedan, forward/saloon, 5 door estate, 2 door coupe, cabriolet layout, front engine, front wheel drive. Chronology predecessor Renault 19. The Renault Megane, French pronunciation, Meme, also spelled without the acute accent as Megane. 1. Especially in languages other than French, is a small family car produced by the French car manufacturer Renault for model year 1996, and was the successor to the Renault 19. The Megane has been offered in 3 and 5 door hatchback, saloon, coupe, convertible and estate body styles at various points in its lifetime, and having been through 4 generations is now in its 5th incarnation. The first generation was largely based on its predecessor the 19, and utilized modified versions of that car's drivetrain and chassis. The second and third generations were based on the Renault Nissan C platform. The fourth generation is based on the CMF-CD platform, as used with Renault Talisman and Renault Scenic. In November 1996, the Megane Scenic Compact MP was introduced, using the same mechanical components as hatchback Megane. For 2002, the Megane entered its second generation with a substantial redesign taking place and was voted European Car of the Year for 2003, whilst also becoming the first car in its class to receive a 5-star Euro NCAP rating. The Megane entered its third generation in 2008, with another totally different design being used. The saloon version of the Megane became known as the Renault Fluence for this generation, and it was introduced in 2009. The fourth generation Megane was launched in 2015, with sales commencing in 2016. In 2021, Renault revealed a battery electric version known as the Megane E-Tech Electric, which takes on a crossover exterior design. First generation, X64, 1995. Megane I. Development of the X64 began at the beginning of 1990 with the first sketches of X64 program being drawn during the first 6 months of 1990. Very quickly, several themes were outlined and developed into 4 small-scale, 1/5, models by September 1990. Renault Megane Front 20080104.jpg. Overview also called Renault Megane, LCV Ireland. Production July 1995 2002 2009. Colombia, 1996 2009. Argentina, model years 1996 2002. Assembly Turkey, Bursa, Oyakrino. France, Douai. Spain, Palencia, Renault Spain. Belgium, Herenvilvoort, Rib. Russia, Moscow, Avtaframos. Argentina, Santa Isabel Argentina, Renault Argentina. Colombia, Envigado, Sofasa. Designer Michel Jardin, 1991, 2. Patrick Lecumant, 1991-1992, 3. Body and chassis body style 4-door saloon 2-door coupe 5-door hatchback 2-door convertible 5-door estate related Renault Scenic Renault 19 powertrain engine petrol 1.4 LE7JI4. Megane concept car, 1988. The designs retained were developed around Power themes. Themo, a 6-light version evoking the Laguna. Theme B, a model with a markedly uniform line. Theme C, another design with ellipse-shaped glasswork and rear notch. Theme D, a model with the same elliptical glazing and rounded rear. Renault Megane Coupe 16V Monte Carlo, pre-facelift, in March 1991. All 4 styling proposals were developed into full-scale, 1/1. Theme C by Michel Jardin was chosen by Lecumant and frozen for production in April 1992. The first prototypes were built and presented to management in December 1992. Approximately 432 prototypes were built, at Renault Assembly, and destroyed during development. In June 1993, Renault purchased production tooling for the X64, with the first test unit being assembled at the Douai plant in October 1994, and pre-production units being constructed from December 1994 to the middle of 1995. The Megane I was unveiled in September 1995, at the Frankfurt Motor Show, as a replacement for the Renault 19. The car was essentially a reskin of its predecessor, and carried over the 19's floorpan engines, transmissions and chassis design, albeit with much modification. Taking its name from a Renault concept car shown in 1988. The Megane further developed the new corporate styling theme introduced by Patrick Lecoumont on the Laguna, most notably the bird beak front grille styling cue borrowed from the Renault 16 of the 1960s. Renault decided to add an acute accent to the vehicle. 1.4 LK4 JI41.6 LK7 MI42.0 LF3 RI42.0 LF5 RI42.0 LF7 RI4 Diesel 1.9 LF8 QDI41.9 L8 QDTI 41.9 LF9 QDTI 41.9 LF9 QDSI 4 transmission 4-speed automatic 5-speed manual dimensions wheelbase hatchback, sedan and wagon, 2,580mm, 101.6 in, coupe and convertible 2,468mm, 97.2 in, length hatchback, 4,129 4,164mm, 162.6 163.9 in, sedan, 4,436 4,400mm, 174.6 173.2 in, wagon, 4,437mm, 174.7 in, coupe, 3,931 3,967mm, 154.8 156.2 in, convertible, 4,081mm, 160.7 in, width 1,698 1,699mm, 66.9 66.9 in, height 1,365, 1,420mm, 53.7 55.9 in. Name, Megane, in order to assert its European identity, in a context of growing competition of newer car manufacturers coming from Japan. 4. As with the 19 and the 11 before it, the Megane was produced at Renault's Douai plant in northern France starting in July 1995. And at the Spanish plant of Palencia. Market launch began on the 15th of November 1995 in France and the 15th of December 1995 for the coupe. Sales in the United Kingdom commenced in April 1996. Safety was a key focus of the Megane I, Renault's first car, reflecting their new focus of selling on safety. It featured a pillar-mounted 3-point seat belt for the middle rear occupant, replacing the common lap strap, standard front belt pre-tensioners and load limiters, driver's airbag, passenger airbag from 1996, and an impressive e-safety structure, a specification ahead of all rivals in 1995, for example VW Golf MK3, Opel Astra F, Ford Escort, etc. Some features, such as the 3-point middle belt, had debuted on the Renault 19 safety concept vehicle, and this feature entered production on the Renault Laguna before the Megane. The car also benefited from Renault's first system for restraint and protection, SRP, essentially a system of careful optimization of occupant restraint by interaction of seat, seat belt, pretensioner, load limiter and airbag. The Megane I achieved a best-in-class 4-star crash test rating in the 1998 round of testing by Euro NCAP. 5. November 1996 saw the introduction of the Megane Scenic Compact MPV. Power came from the Renault E-Type, Energy, engine in 1.4L and 1.6L, and the F-Type unit in both 1.9L diesel and 2.0L petrol forms, although this time around there was a wider variety of 16-valve derivatives. A 1.9L diesel engine in both normally aspirated and turbocharged forms was also available. Renault also produced a limited number of Renault Sport Edition Phase 1S with the Renault Sport bodywork, However, these were very rare. The Renault Sport Kit was available to purchase for a short time direct from Renault France, but has now been discontinued. Thus their value has increased. The estate version of the original Megane was only available in LHD form, with no RHD variants built. This could be due to the greater popularity of the Scenic in those markets, limiting the potential sales of a compact estate. The estate was added with the facelift of 1999, although pre-facelift Megane estates were sold from 1998 in Turkey, where it was manufactured. 6, 7, 8. In Japan, Renault was formerly licensed by Yane's Company, Limited, but in 1999 Renault acquired a stake in Japanese automaker Nissan. As a result of Renault's purchase, Yane's cancelled its licensing contract for all Renault models sold in Japan, including, but not limited to, the Megane I, in 2000, and Nissan took over as the sole licensee for Renault cars. Facelift. A mild facelift in spring 1999 gave the Megane I a modified grille, more advanced safety features and upgraded equipment, and 16-valve engines were used across the range. An estate body style was also launched in mainland Europe with the facelift. The production continued for the Latin America market, where it was sold alongside the Megane 2 line at a considerably lower price until 2011. Pre-facelift Renault Megane 5-door. Pre-facelift Renault Megane 5-door. Pre-facelift Renault Megane sedan. Pre-facelift Renault Megane sedan. Pre-facelift Renault Megane coupe. Pre-facelift Renault Megane e-coupe. Pre-facelift interior. Pre-facelift interior. Post-facelift Renault Megane 5-door, hatchback. 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 Post-facelift Renault Megane, coupe. Post-facelift Renault Megane, coupe. Renault Megane Coupe, facelift. Renault Megane Coupe, facelift. Post-facelift Renault Megane, convertible. Post-facelift Renault Megane, convertible. Post-facelift Renault Megane, estate. Post-facelift Renault Megane, estate. Post-facelift Renault Megane sedan. South America. In countries such as Argentina and Colombia, the Megane I was available until 2010, sold as a sedan and an estate, but in Venezuela, it was available only as a sedan. It features as the top line of the model the LA04 engine, 16 valves, 1.6 liters and 110 HP, and was produced by both Renault Colombia and Renault Argentina, in where it was one of the best-selling cars to date. It is a car with more advanced safety features, upgraded equipment and more. The Megane I had a lower price than the Megane 2. In Venezuela, it was only available in one version, unique, with a 5-speed manual gearbox or a 4-speed automatic one. Both of these were equipped with ABS and other extra equipment including driver and passenger front airbags, fog lights, leather seats, electric mirrors and electric windows. In Argentina, note every version had features such as electric windows, electric mirrors or airbags. Engines. Model displacement type code power top speed 0-100 km per hour, 0-62 miles per hour, S. 1.48 V Echo 1,390 cc, 84.8 cu in, E7J70 HP, 52 kilowatts, 168 km forward/H, 104 miles per hour, 14.51.48 V 1,390 cc, 84.8 cu in, E7J75 HP, 56 kilowatts, 170 km forward/H, 106 miles per hour, 13.81.416 V1, 390 cc, 84.8 cu in, K4J 98 HP, 73 kilowatts, 184 km forward/h, 114 miles per hour, 11.81.68 V1, 598 cc,